InternScope is our own initiative built with a clear goal to help students, fresher and job seekers kickstart or restart their career. If you are a student looking for internship or someone returning to work after a gap or even planning to switch career, InternScope connects you with the right industry opportunities. For companies, it's a great way to find trained, ready to work talent, do research or small POC project, and even build employer branding, all at a cost-effective subscription. In short, it's a bridge helping young talent connect with real projects and helping companies find reliable resources. So whether you are here as a student, faculty or industry professional, we invite you to explore internscope.com after this session. So I'm very happy to introduce our speaker today, Mr. Nitin Shrotri, founder and director of NatureTech SimpleInventions Private Limited. Mr. Shrotri is a mechanical engineer and a certified project management professional with over 23 plus years of experience in the industry. He has worked with many well-known companies and has always been passionate about solving real-world problems through simple and effective ideas. He also holds 9 provisional patents, which also shows his strong belief in creating meaningful and original solutions. Mr. Shrotri strongly believes that students and young people can build great career if they connect their ideas, passion and purpose. Guide students, startup and innovators, helping them move from just an idea to a real product. Today he will be sharing his journey and thoughts on entrepreneurship, turning ideas into action and finding purpose in what you do. Welcome, Nitin sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Now let me introduce our educational speaker, Dr. Ganesh Govindwar, the Training and Placement Officer at Sipna College of Engineering and Technology, Amaravati. Dr. Govindwar has helped thousands of students over the years to prepare for placements and enter the professional world. He works closely with companies and understands what students expect and how the academic system prepares them. With his deep knowledge and experience in the educational field, he will be sharing the student perspective, including the challenges freshers face and what they can do better. Let's welcome Dr. Govind sir. Welcome, Govind sir.
So thank you so much.
Okay, so my first question to Nitin, what are the top 3 qualities you look for while hiring a fresher?
So first of all, thank you to VM3 and Amit for a nice introduction and this opportunity. What we look at people when I was in Mahindra or when we entered as a startup, look is at actually the passion, what you can say the employee or the prospective candidate is having, what kind of passion or liking that he or she is having, and what he or she has done to pursue that passion. Okay, what means kind of like, for example, if somebody has a research mindset, for example, for an R&D kind of role, whether he or she has tried to create something. It can be a product, it can be a drawing, it can be a component, whatever it may be. So has she or he learned something to do around that, whether he or she has tried to study some research kind of projects or patenting process or benchmarking, all these things. So that is a first category or criteria, I will say, that we look at how much passionate is the candidate. And then second is how much depth he or she has gone into study to pursue that passion. Okay, and then naturally the attitude, whether the attitude is to make something happen or to find out faults. Naturally nobody wants the second category. So that is a kind of positive attitude that we look at the students, whether they are willing to do something and that to do something different positively. Okay, so this is what we look at. Intelligence is important, but more than that, making things happen. Okay, we have seen that intelligent people may not always be winners, but the people who make it happen, they always win. Okay, look at Dhoni. Dhoni is not as talented as Tendulkar, but he has been able to win World Cups because of his passion, because of his knowledge for the game and his finishing attitude. Okay, so that is what we look at. Okay, that is my answer.
Yes, I agree with you, sir. If the person is intelligent, but he is lazy at the same time, he won't be able to make anything in his life. So I'm completely agree with you. Ganesh sir, from your experience, what are the top 3 expectations students have when they enter the job market?
So, first of all, thank you so much for creating such a wonderful webinar and platform for the students, which exchange the thought between industry and academia. So, from the students' point of view, I would say naturally they need handsome salary packages. Basically, this is the first expectation, even though they are not saying it, but yes, it is there. Secondly, good job location and the good work profile. So most of the engineering college, wherever I connect with the most of the software industries. So there are two kinds of job. One is technical and another is non-technical. So every student's expectation is they should get that job in technical domain. So that are the various expectations from the students.
Okay. Nitin sir, my next question is, which is somewhat related to previous question. In your opinion, what is more important, just a degree or skills?
What I think in the degree, we should not undermine the degree, because what, as a professor also, what I used to tell or teach my students is, degree is just a confirmation of what you have learned, something as a skill. Okay, and that can be a theoretical skill. It depends on the professor or the teacher, how practically he or she teaches the students. Okay, like I used to always give them practical exercises. Okay, I used to teach them first the concept theoretically. Then I used to teach them with an example which was from industry. Okay, then I used to ask them to do a class exercise which was in line with like whatever they want to do, like they want to create a startup. For that, how can they implement that example? And then I used to give them the homework, which was kind of a project where they have to implement all the learning in the class. Okay, so this way they used to use the practical approach for the learning, theoretical learning. And what question you asked is like, what is more important, skill or a degree? So what I think is that degree is something that they learned as a theory or a concept. Okay, skill is something which they implement that learning or tool, whatever they are learned in the degree, practically into the job, into the business, whatever they are doing. Okay, so combination of both. If they don't learn the concept well, it is not deep learning. It is just for the sake of knowledge, they'll forget it there itself. Like I learned applied mechanics in 91, 92, I don't remember anything. Okay, but what we learn practically, like we don't use all the subjects that we have learned, for example, in any kind of degree, like a engineering, but we take one or two real subjects which we are expert at, which we like, or where there is a need. Okay, so we take that and we become expert by enhancing our skills. Like I became PMP because I wanted to learn something about project management which I was passionate about and I was good at. So I honed my skill of project management through PMP as well as by actually implementing the learnings from PMP in the job. So my view is that both are equally important. Okay, but it is how much deep you go into learning theory as well as implementing to make it into a skill. Okay, and you need not have many skills. These days, it is required that you should have multiple skills. But still, I think that too many skills are also bad. Maybe 3 to 4 skills which you are very good at. There can be like, I am excellent in project management. I am very good in product management. I am good in research and development. So these 3 skills are sufficient for getting me fitted in any kind of project or startup or a R&D kind of environment.
Okay, so academic is learning things and skills is applying those learning in the real life. Okay. Sir, one more question to you also now. How do you feel about hiring someone who has a career gap or switching domains? If someone is coming from marketing to sales, something like that.
So you are saying switching and as well as career. So there are 2 questions.
Yeah, 2 questions.
So what I think now, like you remember, like from childhood, we are told that once you learn swimming, you never forget that, and I believe that. I believe in that. Like project management, I have done for at least 5 years. It is in my blood. Today also, when I work for my startup now, project management is part of it. Like right now also, I'm applying for the grants. So I will do something which is related to project management. It can be cost, quality, timeline, scope. So it is into my blood. So career gap, I think that the person needs to get into a group. That's it. It might take 5 minutes. It might take 5 days, max 5 weeks. 1 month is more than sufficient for a person. Like any experienced woman or a man, he or she is from a certain domain, which can be a skill. It can be even teaching skill, like we are requiring for the pillows and all the sleeping accessories. Okay, it can be a teaching skill. You know, a teacher, once a teacher, he is a teacher for life. Okay, so why? Because once he or she has learned how to teach, he need not teach, need not to be taught again to do that. So I think that they just have to hone. Okay, like trekking is one of my passion. Last 1 year, because of my startup work, I could not do it properly. In EBC, Everest Base Camp Trek, I found it difficult to climb. So I thought that I need to hone my skill of trekking, or maybe that hobby. So I started again with small, little difficult treks. So I'm getting into a group. So this is the way an expert in a certain field gets into a group. So the people who have had a career gap, they can be perfectly fit in their areas of expertise. We need to just motivate them to get into a group by honing their skill which they are already expert at. Okay. So, and maybe they'll have to learn some course or something which is like latest. Maybe my knowledge of project management might be old. Maybe I'll have to learn something new. But that learning attitude has to be there. Like I recently did a course on ESG, because ESG is very much part of the startup I'm into. I learned maybe 50% of what was taught, 50 or 30%. But I implemented 1 or 2 really good concepts. Like I implemented the concept of calculating carbon credits which we are saving for the country. So that is the thing we have to pick up. That is the answer to the career gap. Second thing is switching domains, right? So switching domains is good as far as you have great learning attitude for the new domain. Okay, as well as you should be able to spend time on that. Okay, like I have switched from project management to product management. I was told by my bosses, mentors that don't leave because you are expert there, you are growing and company needs you. But I wanted to become a complete all-round person. That time, that was my vision. I wanted to create my own company sometime or the other. So I wanted to learn inch deep of each area. And product planning is part of sales and marketing, and I wanted to be at the customer ending or customer facing department. Okay, so I got into it. Then what I did, I had to learn like a school going child. I had to learn from the juniors that like how to calculate volume projection, how to do pricing, how to do the go-to-market strategy. So switching is possible if you have great learning attitude. You can tolerate the frustrations because you are sometimes not getting success. You have to learn to live with failures. Okay, you have to learn with taking time to learn, because you may not learn fast like others. Okay, you are not topper there. You are like a first day kind of student. So I am having my current students, some part-time employees who are having expertise in various areas. Like there is an AI engineer, but who loves doing finance. So I said that you do finance, but now he's doing more of creating research papers or maybe creating pitch decks kind of things. So that can happen, but it depends. As an employee as well as employee, you have to keep on exploring like what you are loving to do, what you are able to do very well. So this is like you test when you go to some new, like we go to another country or other state, and we see that what we are liking out of the food that is there. We may not like all, but we taste something. Similarly, you have to do that. That risk you have to take till lifetime. There will be failures. Like I am at 52, exploring startup journey. Okay, I don't know anything out of that. So that risk-taking attitude has to be there. Otherwise, anyway, these days people are getting outdated in their 35, 40s. So why not to take risk? What is the problem? Okay, so switching is okay as long as you are able to and willing to learn. and take failures upfront. Okay, and trying to flow with the trends. What are there? Like AI is a trend now. You should learn AI something. Even if you might be an arts student, you might learn. Like I have got 4 patents out of 6 which are based on AI. Idea is mine, but the implementation, app development is being done by my students who are co-applicants. So it is a teamwork always, right?
So, sir, as far as the gap is concerned, you believe that 1 month is more than sufficient to revise?
Provided you have been an expert in that.
Yeah.
But for these youngsters who are there in front of me, switching should not be a habit, first of all. I also love to change because I get bored with one kind of role, same kind of job. I get bored. Even trick, I don't do same trick again. Like EBC, I will not do in life. I don't like to do that because I want to change. But these people who are in front of me, the youngsters, next generation, they should first develop one skill which is their liking or their passion, and as well as it is in demand. It should not happen you are learning something which is outdated. Okay, you have to see the trends. Okay, and you have to choose one which you feel like, yaar, ye mere ko kaam hi nahi lag raha. I'm not feeling it is work. Like somebody likes teaching, somebody likes doing art, somebody likes writing content. Okay, somebody likes to develop a code, somebody likes to track a project. So you decide first what you are liking. There are so many skills. At the same time, youngsters should look at the reports. What skills are in demand? What kind of roles will be there in the future? It should not happen that they are, and we are there as a mentors. I'm openly offering, if you have any questions, you want to find your life purpose or ikigai, which we call in Japanese, or you want to find your passion, you want a guidance, you want to do patenting, I will guide you for free. Only thing you have to set up a time and you ask, and I will tell you, you are all like my son or daughter. I have a son who is 22, so they are like my children. So if you you feel ashamed, then you are lost. You should be bold, frank, but polite. You should ask, you should seek. I go to my mentors that I want this. I want to know how can I do this. I'm not getting. I go to my gurus. I tell them spiritually that I need this. Unless you ask, you will not get. The child which cries, he gets milk, right?
Yeah.
So that is what you have to remember.
Yes. Sir, last question of this segment. Will you hire a candidate with a career gap in NatureTech's SimpleInventions? Will you give opportunity?
I will. As I told, I will do that. There is no problem. Provided he or she has to prove that they have taken efforts to learn on that particular skill. Okay. Particularly, if they have learned something new and they have to prove that they remember or they can. What happens now? So the interviewer asked that lady that you have not worked for last 3 years. You have not done a job. So she gives a very wonderful answer. If this generation should remember, we should also remember. She says that I have not been idle. I am doing something. Okay, she says that I am jobless, but I am reading books on that topic. I am developing some habit or hobby. Okay, I am doing domestic work. Okay, I am pursuing my hobby of trekking, which is very good. Like in last 7 to 8 years, I am not doing job. I had my own consultancy. Okay. Apart from that, I wrote 13 books on my areas of passion to share my knowledge, okay, to share my experiences. Then I gave trainings on how to write a book. I created a trekking company. I did 10 treks. I trained 17 new trekkers how to trek. Okay, and then I did some spiritual journeys like Narmada Parikrama. Okay. Then I did visits to places which I wanted to but could not do. Okay, then I did new courses on various topics. These are many things that I did. There are many I can list. Okay. Basically, when there is a gap, there should not be idle. It should not become a laziness. They have not done anything in that 3 years, which normally will not happen. And they have to prove that their skill is still intact. They can give some examples of the projects that they have delivered earlier. And they have to tell that what they are doing now on that skill. Okay. So, right. And also they have to show the appetite to learn. But yaar, maine bhul gaya hu, lekin I am going to learn this. How? Okay. There should be a plan. It should not be in air. Means I got one student who is very favorite for me. Very intelligent. But he is extremely lazy. I go on giving him opportunities, he doesn't take. That is his problem. So others get that opportunities. That is the reality of life.
Yeah. So one must do some constructive work in their ideal time. So that career gap is accepted.
And another thing I want to tell is that don't take pressure. Are you feeling that I am under pressure?
No.
Coolness is most important in life. भागो मत. Einstein ने बोला है खुद ने कि simple life with simple goals is better than too many running behind, too much of big goals. इतना करके मिलने वाला है कि हमको practical. Let us be very practical. हमको Nobel Prize, हाँ, hopeless नहीं रहना चाहिए हमको. But you should know that we should not ask for the moon when we are not capable of. क्यों करना है यार? क्या करेंगे इतना भाग दौड़ करके? शांति से काम करो, जो भी करना है अच्छा करो, परफेक्ट करो, ओके, और एंजॉय करो. ऐसा लगना चाहिए जब when we die, we should be proud of what we have done. Like I am very proud of this company. Whatever I have done, it may succeed, it may fail, but I have created a product which I will tell about later, which will give relief to many people.
Yeah.
That is more than Nobel Prize for me. I don't get Nobel Prize, doesn't matter. I don't get anything, doesn't matter. I am going to make lives better for the people.
Thank you, sir. Ganesh sir, the question to you is: what are the most common challenges faced by students during placement season?
For placements, the major challenge is the criteria, academic criteria. So generally, most of the companies are asking for the criteria that students should have 10th 60%, 12th 60%, and aggregate should be 60%. That is the basic criteria of each MNC. Yeah. So this is the major barrier. On and around, we can say 40% of students are lagging to cope up with that. Okay. So that is one thing. But yes, there are many companies which can accept these students as well. And I have seen that these students are performing better than the students those who are in criteria, because they are less with the expectation, and rightly Nitin sir said that if students are they are passionate about their work, even though they are not getting a job in MNC, but from the small scale company, middle scale company, they are getting their job and doing their passion, fulfilling that job opportunity and getting new avenue, opening new avenues. You can see more or maximum startup are from the students, those who are not that much good in academics, but they are good in their work, they are passionate about their work. So that is one of the major barrier. Academic criteria is one of the barrier. Second is year gap, just now you said, but that career gap you discussed is about the experienced student. After passing degree. But as an academic professor, I can say that students are having educational gap as well. So many companies are rejecting these students due to academic gap. But yes, as sir has rightly said, I have noted that point. And if in that year gap he or she had done some courses which is relevant to the industry, then that may benefit that student to cope up with the industry requirement and get placed into the industry. So that is the another barrier. And some common barrier like confidence level they have in student, when they are in student phase, they are not that much confident enough. Second, the expectations are very high. When they are a student, they are expecting much more, like they want package above 10 lakh and all. But yes, at the same time, skill set is not matching with that. So these are some of the barriers, general barriers we can see.
Okay. And do you feel the academic curriculum is aligned with what the industry actually needs nowadays?
Yes, somehow yes, but many barriers are there in that as well. Like most of the colleges, earlier it was not cope up with the industry space. But nowadays, all the colleges, almost every college is going to be autonomous college. So what we are doing, yes, and I am happy to share that previous year we got the autonomy, and what we have done, we have implemented such new courses which are required by the company, like machine learning, Python, and Power BI even. These are the various tools and technologies used by industry. We can now implement it because of the autonomous status. So that is the major change we have done. So I suggest I personally feel that autonomous colleges are getting benefit out of it. They can design their own syllabus and cope up and match up with the industry as well.
Okay, so because of the autonomy status, you got the liberty to set your own syllabus.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay.
So we have included all the topics. Even many industry person are on the board of studies of the college and in the academic council as well. So we take suggestions from them and we implement it into the college syllabus.
Okay, sir. Sir, as you mentioned earlier, that how can a student with low confidence or communication issue become a placement ready? Because you have mentioned that there are some students who are lacking confidence or communication skills. So
yes,
how they can
personally,
be industry ready?
Yeah. For that, what practice we are doing at our college or institute, that I can suggest. May some colleges are following the same or maybe not. So what we are doing, we are taking continuous mock interviews of the students. We are taking continuous training, that is campus recruitment training sessions over a period of 1 month from in final year. In second year itself, we start up with the communication skill, their GD, and then the technical sessions like C, CPP, and going basics, teaching basics of it. And in third year, we are taking the projects. We are taking the problem statement from the industry. We make them connected with the industry, and we have established center of excellence from the industries. So we have 3 COEs at our college, where in which we are taking problem statement from the industry, and as an expert, there are mentor from the college and the industry guiding students to work on the problem statement, and we are trying to develop a product and projects based on that. So these practices we are doing to build up the confidence and make them industry ready.
Industry ready. Okay. And sir, do you think, what role do internship or academic projects play in improving student employability? Do this really help?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Even in autonomous colleges, it is mandatory in the 7th semester for 6 months. Like earlier, it was for MBA. Okay. It was mandatory that students should complete the 6 months of internship. Then only they can complete their degree. Now in autonomous colleges, it is mandatory part that students should go through 6 months of internship, and unless he or she completed, he cannot get the degree. So this is the one reason because of which students are doing internship. But the basic reason I personally suggest to do the internship is students get the insights of the industry. Students get professional environment to work. Students get problem statement, real and live projects from the industry, and working along with the industry is a great experience. That bridges the gap between the academia and industry. So internship is very important. Every student should go through it, do it for at least for 6 months. But there is one problem. I would say as a professor, I have gone through. There are many virtual internships are going on. These online internships. So what students are doing, it is a self-paced videos.
Yeah.
So they are not taking much time to learn the technology, but they are doing it, forwarding it, and getting certificate of the internship. So that there is a loophole that virtual internship. I personally find that it is not that much useful.
And also the duration of the virtual internship is less.
Yes, of course.
I have come across many internships that provide 1 or 2 months only. That is not for entire 6 months. So you suggest that the candidate should do a physical internship only.
Of course.
By applying practical things. Okay.
Yeah, but no, in virtual internship, I have find out the solution. If there is a mentor in the industry, from the industry and the college, and if they are monitoring that students while doing the virtual internship, and what we are doing actually, we are registered with some virtual internship partners. So we as a mentor, I personally as a mentor, sit along with the students and ask them to do the internship from the college itself. So we provide the resources, we provide the infrastructure, and we are not allowing him or her to do it from the home. You have to come to the college, do the punch, sit along with us, and do the internship at college itself. So that is the solution we implemented. Because it is not possible for everyone to send to the industry. That hamper the academics.
Yes, so that's a really great initiative, in my opinion. Nitin sir, many students feel they lack industry exposure. So what would you suggest they can do to get an industry exposure?
In our times, we didn't have any opportunity to get acquainted with the industry because there were very less industries compared to the colleges. Now there are many opportunities for the students. There are startups, okay. Then there are other already OEMs which are there. Okay. So what I suggest, like our institute where I used to teach, University, they had a plan right from the first year. So I don't know about all institutes across India, but wherever possible, like in our acquaintances, relatives, friends, there are people who are having companies or startups, okay, or professors, some network, okay. What they should do is they should start networking first, okay, to get such kind of opportunities. How they can do? LinkedIn is a big platform where they will get a lot of opportunities locally. Like there is a TIE, there is an organization called as TIE, there is a MCCI. There are many organizations locally, even in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities also there are many organizations where they should go and they should find out how they can network with the industry people. There are talks, there are conferences, okay. There are working level exhibitions also with products. Like tomorrow and next 3 days there is an exhibition in Delhi on health and awareness. So I am appointing one of my student who is having marketing as a passion, and she will be presenting our products and presenting our poster in the competition. So these opportunities you get, like for example, through that you might find that whom you are connecting with or what kind of area you are liking. You might attend area, means maybe conferences related to marketing, finance, HR, okay, R&D. So while doing that, you will know yourself. Yaar, finance mere ko acha nahi lag raha. I'm liking research-oriented products. So you can get acquainted with research-oriented people. Then you can start writing research paper. You can request your professors to become a co-author, something like that. Then you can go to the people from the industry, like if you are liking, say, organic products, like ours. So a student may approach me like this girl whom I'm appointing for tomorrow's poster presentation. We met in the startup Mahakumbh. I could see her energy. She was presenting the products of some other company. But I could see that she has got a very good marketing acumen, although she needs to be chiseled. But she has got that basic passion which is missing in many marketing. So people also are, means entrepreneurs like me are always on the hunt for the right people. We also need energy. We also need new ideas. We also need people who are latest technology. Like all my what you can say partners, whom I call as partners, not as employees, out of around 17, 18, 1 or 2 are of higher age, but most of them are in their 20s. So they know much better than me the things to do. I have experience on my side. So what they have to do as a youngster is to find opportunities through networking. Okay, they have to find their areas of passion through that, and then pursue that. Find out the companies, approach them. Sir, mere ko karna. So I get many CVs. Okay, I get many interests of people. Maybe all are not. We are not able to fulfill. But you have to keep applying. That sir, I am interested. I'm interested because I'm eligible. I think that I'm fit for this role. Kind of. So every time it after 10, maybe it's something might happen. But they have to first network, mingle around in the experienced people network. Okay. Then mid-level also managers, and then learn also. Then seek, identify the opportunities, and then wherever they fit, that they are. And while doing that, identify mentors also. We'll guide them. It is very important to find right mentors. And don't be shy. This was the problem with me also when I was young. So this generation is much bolder. Don't be over bold or over talkative also, but try to at least approach people. Okay, find where your wavelength is matching. Okay, with those people talk, and don't think that you are fools. You guys are much more intelligent than us. Don't think that you don't have experience on your side. You don't have knowledge on your side. We were also like that. But it is good sometimes to not having, because fresh ideas come from lack of knowledge. Okay, so don't feel feared, ashamed. Never do that. आप शांत रहो, पेशेंट रहो और बात करते रहो. कहीं कहीं पर लोग बोलेंगे यार पागल बोलने तो क्या पड़ता. किसी को तो लगेगा ना आपके साथ ट्यूनिंग जमेगा ना किसी और आपका भी जमेगा, तो उनके साथ आप आगे. Never feel ashamed, never feel over also मत करो, over enthusiastic or over talkative मत करो, और don't be too shy also, right? Basically network and keep on finding opportunities.
Okay, so we need to keep a balance between not to get over shy and not to get over talkative. Sir, and what freshers should do in first 3 months of joining a company to grow faster? In the first 3 months, what freshers can do in the first 3 months of joining company to grow faster?
Okay, so I'll suggest 2-3 things. First, try to learn and understand the culture of the company. Okay, try to make friends. Okay, be at least means on a talking level, like you might not gel with all people, but now these days it is virtual world. Like in my startup, most of the people are scattered. They are not at one place, but still they know each other, because it is very important. You don't know with whom you have to work. Like my AI student is working with marketing girl. Okay, my marketing girl is working with the finance person. So ये करना पड़ता है because they have to work together. Okay, for work you have to gel. So you first of all understand people, culture, way of working of the company. Emergencies रहता है, जैसे अभी मैंने बोला कुछ डेटा चाहिए सबको भेजना है, ये करना पड़ता है, no choice. Earlier days मैं खुद परेशान होता था इतने रात को किसी ने डेटा मांगा. Very basic data asked, but it is required because today is the deadline. So these are the ways of working these days. Okay. Second thing is that try to learn what is required on your job fast. Okay. Understand very clearly what the boss or what your owner or the startup owner, whoever is your direct reporting, that person, what are his, try to sit with her or him. What are your expectations from? Try to understand it clearly. These days are become very professional, like goal setting and all that, but it is better to understand practically. Okay, and then tell also, sir, I will be able to do this. I will take some time. Don't be negative, but I will take some time to do. So, understanding your role, your deliverables, company culture, people, these 3 months is more than sufficient. And initially, it might happen, but your boss will say, "आप बहुत slow कर रहे हो, या आप सही नहीं कर रहे हो, ये होगा." वो भी पेशेंस रखेगा, लेकिन समटाइम्स पेशेंस इज लॉस्ट. तो वहां पे आपको थोड़ा ये करना पड़ेगा, बी पोलाइट, सर maybe you need to keep patience with me. So these are the kind of things you have to do. Okay, and you need to tell her or him also that where you are finding that I'm lagging. Okay, where you think that I should learn more, there you improve. That improvement itself will show that you are having appetite to learn, and you are fighter. Then, and second most important thing, bosses or your, what I'll say, the seniors, they believe in people who are reliable, who deliver, who are trustworthy. Like one boy in my team is there, who is like, he is like Surya Kumar Yadav. He will come and give me the match, means he will win, guaranteed. Usko main, I give him research paper work, I give him pitch deck work, I give him finance work, everything I give when it is coming to the end. And he is very less talkative, he delivers best. He talks less, but the quality of work is such that I need not see it much. I guarantee that it will be good. So develop that reliability slowly. That is very important, because the boss or the owner or senior, he might look at you as next leader. Maybe in 3 months, why not?
Yeah. So developing accountability and credibility is important.
Yes.
Additionally, one should be well equipped with working in team rather than working solely.
Right.
Okay, yes. And Ganesh sir, what message would you give to students who are in their final year but still unsure of their career path?
Those who are in final year, the clear message for them is,
and still confused about their career path.
Sir. Those who are confused and those who are in final year, I must suggest them do the basics, work on basics. Whatever the skill is required by industry, do prepare that. Give time to prepare that. Nowadays, the students are, as rightly said by Nitin sir, don't be over talkative, don't be overconfident. But this is the major barrier or the issue I personally finding in the students, and I am getting the same thing from the HRs. I used to meet with the HR, many HRs. So they are saying us that, sir, there is if the student is technically weak, we can teach that technology. But if there is a behavioral issue in the student, the expectations are very high. They want to switch after 1 year, 6 months. So these psychological issues they are facing nowadays. So those who are in final year and still struggling, I suggest whatever branch they are having, like civil, mechanical, CS, IT, electronics, whatever basic or prerequisites for the job, they should be good into it. So one has rightly said that you should be a master in one and not jack of all. So you should master in one technology, will definitely help them to get placed. Right, Nitin sir?
Yes.
And Ganesh sir, I would love to tell you that our founder Vasanti Muaskar is also strongly believes that the technical skills can be learned, but the person's behavior and attitudes must be right or good.
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah. Nitin sir, we would love to hear about your innovation or your product, like rest and travel eco-friendly pillow.
Right.
Yeah.
So first of all, our products or ideas are based on and for the nature and technology, and they are all simple inventions. We believe that we need not be Einsteins. We all have some or other ideas, but we don't express them. We don't convert them into patents or products, which is totally wrong. We should not stop ourselves doing that. Okay? So, like you see, the simple invention like a pin, hairpin. It is so useful. It is not changed over the years.
Yeah.
It is so beautiful and it is working. So we should believe in that and ourselves. And our tagline or what you can say, the purpose is like better life for everyone. Okay. And we have got 3 categories of products. One is organic products. Second is AI-based apps. Third is industrial products. Okay.
My question is related to this only. As far as your AI work is concerned, what specific skills do you need in the candidate?
So before I come to that, I will suggest that our pillows and other sleeping products, we did one research for 1100 plus people. What has come out is that instead of elders, 18 to 44 years of age people are having the maximum problem of neck and back pain and other body. Okay. Like you sit on laptop, you go through speed breakers, you have hectic work style on all that. So students, IT professionals and other professionals, hardworking people like drivers, laborers, okay, and patients, these are having maximum problem. So I'm not promoting, but we want to solve the problem. If anyone is having that problem, we have already sold 150 plus pillows worth 50,000 rupees. We have given free pillows to around 300 plus people, aging 4 months to 100 years, and they are getting totally benefited. Even doctors have said that the pain is eliminated, and we have got a complete patent applied for this concept and material. Okay. So your question was AI. So what I will suggest that
skills.
What is the vision behind it? First, let me tell you that I want these people to learn patents, to develop apps. While doing that, I want them to learn right from market research to conducting the startup, creating a startup. Because engineers, they are not good managers, or they are not having skills of an MBA. So this we can teach them while being in team. For that, you will earn stipend.
Okay.
And you do work in the area you want, like AI, ML, coding, whatever is there. So technically, I cannot tell that I have got a team who selects people based on their skills, technical skills. Okay. So that work they will do. But what we are currently doing, we are having 6 to 7 AI students.
Okay.
And what we did, we started with first the AI app patent application, complete patent application, where they did the technical part, content, flow, system, functionality, all that they completed for the patent.
Okay.
Then I asked them to make a work plan for what deliverable they are going to have for this app. Now we are starting with market research. I have done made a team of 2 students. Both will be leaders. They will do that app themselves. They will develop their team, and while doing that, they will write down their ideas for the apps so that they create their startup on that idea. They get training on this completely. Okay, they do this development of maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, whatever it takes. They learn everything right from market research, understanding customer requirements. Okay, then doing the technical product development, validation with customers, validation on the lab. Okay, then sales and marketing, go-to-market strategy, pricing strategy, everything they will do. And what they will do, the person who is expert in pricing strategy or market research, he or she will teach the person who is technical person. So that way they cross-learn, right? And they develop on this project. They will do. Right now we are writing a research paper also for a Singapore-based conference on sustainable products or business model, where we are applied for this product or rest and travel, where there are 6 to 8 students, not 6 to 8, 12. There are 12 co-writers, co-authors, and they are from AI, they are from marketing, they are from finance, no problem. So they will learn, they will do part of that paper, but they know how to write the paper slowly, by one part. Next time, like one girl is leader of that paper, so she knows thoroughly everything.
Okay.
And she is a BBA girl, BBA business analytics.
Okay. Sir, how anybody, job seeker can approach your team, or where they can send their resume?
What you have to do, I will tell my number here. You can share your CV. I will forward it to the right person.
Okay.
And you have to tell, I always ask, what you are passionate about.
Okay.
Degree is one thing, but what you are like, the AI guy told me that I want to do something fine. So I told him that you have to do regular administrative work also, and you have to do something creative, like finding out trends, doing some business analysis, so that both creative and regular work, they should not be lagging behind anywhere. Because business mein sab karna padta. I myself made pillows with my mother.
Yeah.
I'm selling it also. I did pricing also, along with my team. Now I'm having things, so now I'm handing over to them. Otherwise, I had to do everything. Still, I'm doing everything. Like the grant application, I'm doing myself because I have to do it. There is nobody else who can do it.
Okay. Sir, are you?
And at the same time, you can get involved in selling our products, developing our products, validating them.
Yeah.
Okay, doing some other thing like finance related things, marketing related things, that you can do.
Okay.
Sure. We have that opportunity to do it through the Center of Excellence. I earlier told you
Right.
that we can establish a Center of Excellence of your company at our college, and those students, those who are interested, we do the scrutiny process, and we ask them to sit in the lab itself and work on your product or projects. So they get that is what we expect through this webinar. So I got a good connect.
So what happens now, like tier 2, tier 3 city, right now I'm sitting at Rajgurnagar, which is a small town, it is a taluka level place. So what happens that this type of towns, they do not get the right opportunities. Okay, and Pune, Mumbai college are flooded with the projects. So it is like that. So I am willing to do, like, we have got incubated at a center AIC race in Coimbatore. I have found out one student who can coordinate with them.
Yes.
Right, sir.
Thank you so much, Nitin sir and Ganesh sir.
Okay.